How's it going, everyone? What you're going to see today is a review of the first sniper rifle you get in the game, which actually probably should have been my first review I ever did for the Battlefield 4 gun review sniper series. It's the CS-LR4. Obviously, it's the first sniper rifle you unlock, and to me it's quite good when you compare the stats versus other sniper rifles. And it's often really forgotten once you start going through the progression unlocks. But that being said, it does get severely outclassed by the FYJS, the M98B, the SRR61, and a few others, so that's why it easily gets forgotten. But that being said, since this is the first bolt-action rifle that you do acquire when you first pick up Battlefield 4, it's a great addition, especially when compared to, say, Battlefield 3's, where you were forced to start with an SVD or an SKS or some other DMR type sort. This gun here is quite good, and in the right hands you can be just as successful with this as you would with any other rifles. I'll break down the stats as usual. This one's a fairly middle of the pack one as well. 100 damage is the max, 59 is the minimum, which is very good. Drop off for the damage starts at 12.5 meters. The drop off ends at 100 meters. The fire rate's 46 rounds per minute, which puts it again middle of the pack. Muzzle velocity is 500 meters per second, which is pretty good. The bullet drop is 9.81 meters per second squared, which is the exact gravitational constant of the Earth. Its magazine size is great with 11, and it fires a 7.62 by 5.1 NATO bolt action round. So the overall bullet drop isn't as good as the SRR61, but it's still pretty decent for the gravitational constant. Reload time's 4.8 seconds when completely empty, 2.6 when they're still around in the chamber, which is actually pretty good as well. The one thing this gun has going for it for the most part is the fact that it comes out so early for you, because you don't have to rely on a DMR or a shotgun to level up the recon kit like you did in Battlefield 3. This gun's ready to go it's just absolutely flying right out the bat once you start. Again, the only downside with it, as you've seen in the background a lot of the time I use, is you're stuck with a 6x scope. I did, in the beta, get the 8x scope in a quick battle pack when I was using it, so if you do manage to get an 8x scope with this gun can be quite effective, like I was saying. It has good enough stats to be highly effective at all ranges, short, medium, close, because you'll see examples of all of it pretty much in the highlights here as well. But again, it is severely outclassed by a lot of the later rifles, as you might expect. That being said, as you'll see in most other reviews, all the bolt-action sniper rifles in Battlefield 4 aren't that different. There are, yes, higher velocity rounds, lesser bullet drop. They fire different caliber rounds. But at the same time, as you'll see in the highlights, this gun, especially for the fact that it comes out early for basically the recon kit, you should find great success with this because there aren't a lot of drawbacks. It's a very middle of the pack sniper rifle, but that's its strength as well. Not a lot of good, not a lot of bad, but in good hands can be great. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you later.